Hey Flameborn, welcome to another video about Update 8. I'm Andrew, Community Manager, and here with me today is one of our designers, Christoph, to talk about a huge part of the game that is getting a significant rework, the skill tree and itemization. Hey Christoph, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm great, thank you. So there's lots to talk about today. I guess let's get into it.
Alright, skill tree first?
Yes. The first thing is very obvious. There's a new UI and a lot of nodes and paths have changed. And you can zoom in and most importantly, out.
Awesome.
So if we zoom in a little bit, we can see that many skills now have levels. This change comes with some big implications, one of which that the initial cost to access a skill is usually now lower in many cases. This means that you can travel deeper into the skill tree faster than before. You can also decide now if you want to level up a skill node to its full potential right away, or if you want to move on to reach a desired skill as quickly as possible. Some of the skills also have synergy with items, which is very exciting, I think, but more on that later when we talk about gear.
So far so good. What else?
You will also notice that the layout of the skill tree has also been improved, with many mandatory nodes now being optional. And I hope everyone will love that we place double jump in the middle, so you can get it earlier and without needing to put skills into the athlete tree first. We are also leaning deeper into class fantasy by grouping skills that work well together.
So that means that some skills are new and some are gone?
Yes, certainly. There are many new skills actually to explore. Some skill nodes that used to improve an effect have been removed, because you can now improve the skill directly by leveling it up to achieve the same effect as before. One very important thing you need to know before you venture out is that due to all these massive changes, we have reset player spent skill points. So make sure you reinvest your points when the update drops, and we certainly encourage you to try out new things.
I'm very excited to see what happens and what players make of it. So let's move on to gear changes then? I hear you can upgrade everything now?
Wow, spoiler alert! But yes, you can now upgrade armor, shields and rings, just like you could upgrade weapons for a long time by now. We have revised the rarity of armors, shields and rings because it determines the amount of upgrades and perks available now. So rarity matters now. You can also now recycle all of these by salvaging them into runes. So if you're convinced you won't need something anymore, no need to have a storage facility full of old stuff.
Yeah, I've got some chests that could be cleared pretty quickly.
I get that. Probably you and 5 million other players, I guess. So anyway, just keep your closets full until the update drops, is my advice. And then you can still decide if you want to recycle it or reuse it. It's your call.
Got it.
We are also reintroducing item perks like armor, health, mana, stamina, as well as regeneration. Many of these perks now scale with gain progression, and for the sake of clarity, we have removed a bunch of perk names when the perk was just a simple attribute like precise for crit chance, for example, so it will only say crit chance. There's also a whole bunch of new item perks like +1 to a skills level. That's a callback to earlier in the video, I guess. Now your gear can give you, for instance, +1 to Mage Apprentice, let's say. And yes, with these additional skill levels from items, you can exceed the standard skill level limit.
Moving on, I heard that there's a rebalancing of armor points. Please tell me I shouldn't be worried.
No, you should not be worried. Items will start out with less base armor points, but the upgrades now increase both physical and magical armor, in addition to unlocking perks. So compared to the previous update, the values start a little lower, as mentioned, but then progress to be somewhat equal, and fully upgraded can even surpass the current gear values. This way, armor is much less of a one-and-done consideration and more something that you can and probably should keep improving as you progress through an area.
What's up? This is a message from future Andrew. I just wanted to clarify that armor rarity doesn't impact an item's base stats, so your common armor drop doesn't start off worse than a legendary item of the same type. The legendary just has more room to grow with more potential upgrades. We also mentioned that the values start off a little bit lower and then surpass the current values when gear is upgraded. What we mean is that the value of the armor does that. The number starts off quite a bit lower because we rebalance the formula that we use to calculate damage. So if you see a before and after comparison of the values, don't panic, because we made sure that the actual performance of the armor is in line with our goals. That's it. Sounds good. Keep talking.
Sure. We've also differentiated armor archetypes to reinforce class fantasies. So what we mean by that is the warrior tank armor is tankier than the warrior fighter, for instance. And the mage armors, respectively, have more magical than physical armor points. On the other hand, a melee battle mage set, for example, has more armor points than a DPS-focused wizard armor, which is more like a glass cannon.
Makes sense. And the NPCs now only upgrade items that make logical sense for them to work on?
Yes, absolutely. So we changed that. The blacksmith can now upgrade warrior armors and weaponry, the alchemist mage armors and weaponry, the huntress ranger armor and weaponry, and the same goes for their respective assistants. So crafted items are rare and they need to be upgraded with runes to unlock their full potential. And finally, there might be epic and even legendary armor out there to find for you. So get out there.
But
make sure you reinvest your skill points first before you leave your base, because you might die.
Wow, thanks for your encouraging words. That's all for us today, folks. Come back soon for more info on the next update, and as ever, let us know your thoughts in the comments. Bye, Christoph. Thank you for your time.
Always. Have a nice day.